Okay. Idalia. Is that Idalia?
Yes.
Okay, the G is silent, eh? The G is silent. I said the G is silent. Can you hear me very well? Huh?
I think my microphone is on now.
Okay. We also have another pastor, Pastor Pennell. Hello, Pastor Pennell. Welcome, sir.
Ma. Thank you, ma.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma.
Pastor Pennell,
how are you doing?
I'm fine. Which state are you, sir?
Pardon?
Which state are you?
Which state for Nigeria?
Yeah, which state?
River State. River State.
Okay.
Port Harcourt.
Yeah. We have Mr. Duran. Mr. Duran, please, can you put on your video?
Yeah, I'm on. I'm hearing you.
Can you put on your
I'm
video?
hearing you.
Put on your video, please. The reason for this meeting is we are getting acquaintance. You know that we need to know one another. You know, these Faruna stores need trusted people. So we need to see your face, please.
Okay.
Please,
I'm hearing you.
As you join, you put on your video. Let's hear you. Mr. Matthew is here. Welcome,
yeah.
Matthew. We have Rodney. Mr. Rodney, is it a lady? I just gave you this link on Facebook right now. Can you confirm that? Mr. Rodney. Please put on your video as soon as you join.
I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Rodney, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you from South Africa? Or you are in Nigeria? Huh?
I'm a Ghanaian.
Okay, you are a Ghanaian. But you have some South African team, right?
Yeah, I have some South African friends.
Okay, no problem. After this meeting, this is Faruna meeting. We welcome everybody. So after this meeting, we'll discuss about your team because I have Team South Africa. I'm meeting with Team South Africa by 9 p.m. South African time. So you will still use the same link to join the meeting, okay? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, by 9 p.m. South African time, I'm having another meeting with Team South Africa. So you can join us so that you can bring your team on board so that they can mix with our South African team. All right? Now, this meeting, we still have 9 minutes to the time and we want to stick to time. I don't know, we might be having Mr. Faruna, but he's very busy right now. I don't know if he will attend, you know. I just decided that we might need him to say one or two things to us before he can. But if he doesn't attend, it's fine. This meeting is to get acquainted and to know what we are supposed to do. Why am I echoing? Can you hear me echo?
No, I'm not hearing echo from here.
Okay. I wanted all the admin.
I am hearing.
Okay, you can hear echo. Eh?
There's a noise at the background. It's just a noise, a slight noise.
I think I know what the noise is. I'll have to put it off. Is I'm mining. I'm mining Bitcoin, so it's making noise. Can you hear the? Can you still hear the echo?
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there.
Yes.
How is the noise? Because I have 3 laptops here. They are all mining. So, but the one with this one, I've put it off.
Okay, it's like it's a little bit low now. We're not hearing much.
All right. Well, for those of us here right now, you need to pardon me because so we will have to commence this meeting in the name of God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus'
Amen.
name. Amen. So if you are a Muslim, pardon me. We apologize the opening short prayer for religion. We are so sorry. So we need to get started. But then remember, we still have 7 minutes to allow people to join this. Hello, Sisan. Welcome. We have 9 people here. Now, before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about TBC because a lot of people don't
hear you.
Can you hear me? I will need to mute everybody, please. I may need to mute everybody. Some people don't have audio. Matthew, you don't have any audio. So it will be difficult to hear. You don't. Your audio is not on, Matthew. Okay, your audio is on. It's on. Arrest CD. Your audio is not on. Olu Sheyi, your audio is not on. Ife Bunachi, your audio is not on. Techno Y6, your audio is not on. So in case you want to say something, if your audio is not on, you won't be able to speak. Please, Pastor Pinel, can you mute yourself? I don't know, I can't mute you. Can you mute yourself? Mr. Matthew, also mute yourself, please.
Okay, I should mute?
Yeah, mute yourself.
Okay, how, okay.
Just click on mute and we don't want background. Rodney, mute yourself. Okay, I have muted you, so no need. Okay, I want to...
I'm not hearing you.
Who cannot hear me? Cannot hear me. You can't hear me?
It's
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so we are good to go then.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Okay.
If you are not on video, you need to come up on video. We need to see you. If Abunachi, please put on your video.
Okay, I will.
Saidi, put on your video. Galaxy Tab 2016. Put on your video.
Okay.
Want to
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm on video now. Yeah.
You're welcome to this meeting. This will be our first
Thank you.
Faruna, 100%. And welcome Everybody, please. Please, if you're not muted, try and mute your audio so that we don't have background noise. First of all, I want to talk about TBC before this meeting starts properly. You see, TBC is money, real money. A lot of people have neglected their TBC for a very long time just because they believe in scarcity. They don't believe in abundance. You see, so many people, when they check their wallets, they'll be like, is this real? Because the scarcity mentality has been all along. In fact, since we were all born, we were born into this scarcity mentality. So when you see abundance like this, it's like, wow, is this real? You know, this started with Bitcoin. Bitcoin opened the way for TBC. Saidi, please, can you mute your audio? When you want to ask questions, you can unmute it. You see, when Bitcoin started, a lot of people that had opportunity to buy Bitcoin missed that opportunity. The reason why I missed the opportunity was because I had an encounter with Liberty Reserve. So I didn't want to have anything to do with any e-currency online. That was why I missed the opportunity, you know. But we have somebody in our midst, the great Mr. Faruna, who did not miss the opportunity, who bought Bitcoin when it was as low as less than $1. You know, because as of 2008, he already knew about Bitcoin. So he actually got some Bitcoin in 2009. So you can imagine, even if he spent $100 then to get that Bitcoin, can imagine how many Bitcoin he will have. If you calculate, you will know that he has thousands of Bitcoin. So now this young man, when Bitcoin rose to 20,000 by last year, you can imagine how much he is worth today. So he's worth so much through Bitcoin. Therefore, he knew how he started in Bitcoin. He now wants to contribute his own quota to TBC community. And that is why we have Faruna stores 100% TBC today. It's launching on the 11th of August. And we all know that it's already scheduled to be a great event, and many more good things will start happening after this Faruna event. Faruna event has opened the way in Nigeria. Now, I don't care if there's any politician here. I don't care. I don't want to know. Politicians, Nigerian government, they are not helping the citizens at all. They are not doing anything to better the lives of their citizens. This is so bad compared to how other citizens have been treated in their countries. You know, you can't mess with a United States citizen. You can't mess with some, you know, country citizens. Even when they come to your country, you can't mess with them anyhow. But you see, Nigerian citizens, Nigerian government don't care about their citizens. They don't even care to give us the good things that they are supposed to give to the countries. Like each state is supposed to have constant lights, electricity, good roads. You know, so many of us witnessed the incidents of that fire. You know, sometimes when I remember that fire that, you know, burned so many lives, I will just start crying. This is because of bad government. You see how many lives we lost in that fire incidents, you know, as a result of bad government. They don't care about us. So it's time for us to rise and fight poverty and help ourselves. This is the time for us to rise. TBC admin, I'm so sorry, I'm very emotional, you know, when I remember these people. Plus so many other people that have lost their lives.
Well, I'm so okay. God will help their families. If the government is not doing
You see, but
it,
they're careless about these things. See, Fulani headsmen killing our brothers and sisters.
Madam, we share in your concerns. That's why to be part of this project.
yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Help in minimizing the level of poverty we have in this country. A nation that is so endowed, yet people are suffering all over the place. So we just try to keep path with your emotions so that you can achieve what you have budgeted for.
You have started already. God will help you, madam. And God will help them too.
Hello, baby. Can we mute the baby? You see, the passion I have for TBC, if we all have this passion, we will overcome, especially in our country. You know, permit me to say that our country is just the worst. I'm telling you, it's just the worst. A lot of things are happening. I see everything. I read the news, I watch television, I see all these things, and our hearts are broken. Which one can we say? Which one can we do? But we all need to, you know, arise and say no to poverty. You know, because poverty is the reason why all these things are happening. The poor person cannot challenge the rich man in Nigeria. So we need to arise and fight for our families. We need to arise and fight for our communities. We need to arise and fight for our freedom, financial freedom. That's what we are fighting here. And we need everybody to stand up, arise and fight. Don't sit back and watch what is happening. Like now, Faruna has arisen for us. We don't need to sit back to see what will happen, you know, to Mr. Faruna. We need to arise, you know, and win together. Know that Faruna's winning is our own winning. Don't just want to, you know, you want to have your cards, fine. You want to have your cards to start shopping. You understand? Also have to be concerned. We need to be concerned of how Faruna's store will be sustained. So we need your idea. Some people might be sitting back to watch this small boy. They want to see what will come of him. In Victorious Flourish, we are ready to support him. We are ready to make sure that this his vision succeeds. You know? Yeah, since he has this vision, we need to work with him to make sure that this vision succeeds in not only Nigeria, but in the neighboring countries. Now, we have some representatives here from neighboring countries, you know. At least I know we have Ghana, we have Benin Republic, we should have Namibia here, we have Uganda, we have South Africa, you know. Now, we are starting this project in Nigeria. What I want in Victorious Flourish to do is this. Number one, this meeting for reps and merchants. Let me talk to the reps first. To the reps, this is what I want to do. First of all, we need to raise in Victorious Flourish Faruna, Faruna has his own management team he's working with. Now, this is not conflicting with his own. It's not conflicting because we are going to be working with and make sure that this vision succeeds. So what do we need to do? We need to start raising reps right here, right now. We want to from different. This is a volunteer work. We are volunteering. And don't forget that the people that you will be bringing into the TBC community, they will buy their first kringles from you. Right now, you can actually sell 1 kringle, 2 kringles, 12 kringles, up to $1,000 worth. So you're not supposed to sell more than $1,000 worth. So we need to understand the vision of admin. Who else is muted? Pastor Pennell. Please mute yourself, Pastor. Okay. So we need to, number one, this meeting is to bring ideas of how to help Mr. Faruna, to sustain this shop. I have one idea from somebody, and I will be needing more ideas. At the end of the day, I will compile the whole ideas, then we merge it to the one he has, just to help out and make sure that Faruna stores is sustained. Now, he said the card you're buying will last for 4 years. Even the banks, when they give you cards, your ATM cards, it expires, you see. So I'm sure he has some professionals that are guiding him. This card will last for 4 years. Once the 4 years expires, it's going to be greater, from glory to glory. So what happens after 4 years? Now, that's where we need your input, all right? So first of all, for example, Mr. Matthew here. Mr. Matthew, please indicate yourself. Can you unmute yourself and just say something so that Mr. Matthew.
Hello, members of the community. I am present, and from what Sister Flourish has introduced us into the meeting of this rep and merchant get together to brainstorm and know the way forward on this our outreach. It's really an outreach whereby we want to extend what we think we can contribute to the growth of Faruna TBC store, and not just Faruna TBC store, to equally better our lot, because it is from volunteering you discover the goodness that is in you. If you are from the beginnings greedy and selfish, you will never discover the goodness in you. But you come out with an open heart with the intention of making a volunteer or a charitable work from which you see yourself, you are even paying yourself by the volunteer work we are doing. But for now, we still want sister to show more light before I will really know. I have much to unfold. I really have much to say, but I really want sister to introduce before I will so I can be guided in what I have to say.
Okay, now this is Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew and Mr. Emmanuel Kudia. Mr. Emmanuel Kudia, are you here? Please, can you say something?
I'm here.
Okay, now let's hear you, please. Just one word or two.
Okay, welcome my fellow TBCians. This is a great opportunity for us all to meet again, to at least strategize with our program, and a clear view of what we are about to do and what we aim to do to assist Faruna on this project. And I believe as we kickstart, we'll blow massively in this project. So thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Mercy, are you here?
Thank
Madam
you.
Mercy here. Madam Mercy. Please, Mr. Matthew, send a message to Madam Mercy. Tell her that her attention is needed. Mr. Chibes, are you here? Chibes.
Yeah, Chibes told me he will not be able to attend the Zoom meeting because
Why?
of his phone.
What happened to his phone?
Understand? So probably my join us later if you get this fixed.
Okay. Mr. Harmony said he can't hear me. Mr. Harmony, you say you can't hear me because your audio is not on. I can see you don't have any audio. So what you should do is log out and come back in again. Okay? Then you should be able to hear me. Mr. Harmony, do that. Mr. King is saying hello. All right, now, Mr. Matthew and Mr. Emmanuel Kudia, they are in charge in Lagos State for Victorious Flourish team. You know, right now, Mr. Emmanuel is collecting the names of all the people that have paid for cards. You know, if you paid through us, some people have been asking us that they paid long time ago, they've not gotten confirmation. That is, if you paid directly to Faruna's account, then Faruna's management will have to communicate back to you, you know. But if you want us to help to assist in your cards, to make sure that you have your cards, then I told you send your names to Mr. Emmanuel. So Mr. Emmanuel will write down the list and help you collect your cards. So you have to connect with Mr. Emmanuel after this meeting. Mr. Emmanuel is in charge of collecting the cards for the whole state, not only for Lagos State. So for those of you, like I have some people in Imo State, he is collecting the cards from Abuja. He's going to Abuja. So he will collect the cards on behalf of everybody here, you know. Then after he collects the card, he will let me know the people's card he has. Then we will send messages to those people on how to collect their cards from Mr. Emmanuel. We are arranging that Mr. Emmanuel and the collection place will be in Mr. Matthew's place, you know. So Mr. Matthew will have to give us his house. The reason why we want his house is because we want people that we can trust. Because when you go to his house, you will be comfortable, at least to know that, yes, you can entrust your money to him and you know where to get him. You know, the whole money is paid to my account. The first money was paid to Emmanuel's account and he paid directly to Faruna's account. The same way, when I receive money from my team, I pay to Faruna's account. The reason why we are collecting from our team is because we want to be able to assist our members to get their cards, especially those that are not in Lagos, you know. So if you're not in Lagos, even if you're in Lagos and you will not be able to attend the launch on 11, so Mr. Emmanuel will have to collect the whole cards. Right now, Mr. Justin, the man in charge of the cards in Faruna's team, we hand over all our team cards to Mr. Emmanuel. So he's not going to give you your card one by one. He's going to hand over the whole cards to Mr. Emmanuel. So if you are going for the launch, you collect your card from Mr. Emmanuel. We want to be as organized as possible so that nobody will misplace any card. You know, Mr. Emmanuel and Mr. Matthew will work hand in hand. You know, the collection center will be in Matthew's house, except Mr. Emmanuel, we also want collection center to be in his house. I don't want office, I want house. You go to their house and collect your cards. If you're not in Nigeria, then we think of how to ship the card to you. That would be, I think that would be another expense because you may need to pay for the shipping. Before we proceed, please, do we have any question?
Yeah, madam, I want to come up with a suggestion because I received so many messages from people that pay directly to Faruna, and when they broadcasted it in the first group that everyone initially, they broadcasted, they went ahead to pay to his account without having any team leader or any group that they've joined. So what do we do with those kind of people? Because they're already in our team now, and they need assistance.
Okay.
So we also need to put them into consideration. And I don't know how we can factor it out. So that's the reason why I said this meeting, I'll have to raise it so that we can also look for a way they can get their cards. But one suggestion I have is that if we get their locations, probably we look for the state link or someone in charge of collecting cards, just like we for Lagos now, and someone from Anambra, Enugu. Probably they must have gotten someone in charge that will collect the list and hand over those, receive the cards in Abuja.
Yeah, this is the reason why we want to introduce the reps. This is the reason why we want to introduce the reps.
So that they can pick it up there. If not, there will be an issue when they hear that some people have collected and they join the room and they don't know how they will get their card.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, yeah, I heard you. Now,
So we also need to factor that out. We have to tell them point and clear that this is how we do it.
Okay, I've heard you. For those that didn't have a leader that paid directly to Faruna, I already told them to send their list to you. Send their list to you. So the whole list, after collecting, you should give it to me tomorrow, please, so that I can sort it out with Mr. Faruna. I will help them sort it out. Then, Mr. Faruna will add their own cards to you. So all the lists that you will collect tomorrow, you send to me, then I will send it to all our rooms. So people will now know that they are in charge of their card. So that when you get to Abuja, you collect their cards. Now, for the rest in different countries, you and Mr. Matthew will be working hand in hand, Madam Messi and Chibes. Chibes is in Lagos, right? Is Chibes in Lagos?
Yes, Chibes is in Lagos. Yes.
Okay, so now we have 4 of you now in Lagos. The work that you people will be doing right now, is to make sure you raise reps from different cities in Lagos. Okay? Do you understand? Now we have enough TBC members. Even if they are not yet in TBC community, you need to get them in and make them reps. So Matthew, can you hear me?
Very clear, very well.
Now you see that your house will become the meeting point for Lagos TBCians. Your house for now will be the meeting point until further notice. Do you understand?
I'm comfortable with it.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with the idea.
Okay. Now you people will need to strategize. What you need to do is you need to raise reps, top reps, starting from our room. You have to raise top reps. All the Lagos people right now in our room, members of TBC community, you have to find out where they are located. We have different locations. We have Ikeja, we have Oshun, we have, so they will need to start coordinating those areas. Right now, if you have their cards, if you have the cards of Lagos people, then the reps will have to come to you, collect the cards for their own members. Then from here, we are expanding, we are creating awareness, TBC awareness to all the inner cities in Lagos State. Please, let me know if you understand what I mean, Mr. Matthew.
Madam, from what you are saying, it is very clear. The strategy we'll use to achieve that, if myself and Imam put our heads together after this meeting, that will not be an issue. Such as, after the meeting, we can equally announce that all those who wants to be reps in the collection of the card in Lagos, we want 1 or 2 persons from each local government. Out of the 20 local governments of Lagos, we want 1 or 2 persons to have a meeting in my house. When we come from that meeting, we will not be able to know those who are representing local government. By then, all those who have their names and their pay through us will equally publish on the chat room here that indicate the local government you are from in Lagos. Indicate the local government you are from in Lagos. We'll get that list out and use that list to sort the card local government by local government in Lagos, and will now advertise that those who want to be in charge of each local government in Lagos should come, and will now have a physical meeting in Lagos whereby those cards going to each local government will now be given to them to go and distribute. By then, we now know who we are giving the card to, and the people that will go and meet them, we equally know them because they are already indicated in the general room.
Okay. Now, this one is clear. So for other states, somebody was asking if Flourish team is different from Faruna team. No, it's not different. It's not different at all. The only thing is that we coordinate our members and then we get information to our members directly.
And again, I'm sorry. And again, madam, this idea that Mr. Emmanuel raised, at least I think it's working for it's just speaking my mind. Because like myself, Pastor Comfort, we paid at the launch venue at Igando, Lagos the other day. So I think we'll be the first to submit our name to Brother Iman so that he will now compile a fresh list of all those who are to expect their card from Flourish team.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. please note. Sorry, I didn't know Madam Mercy, the pastor. Is she here now? Madam Mercy, are you here?
She's not.
She's not here. Did you call her?
Yes, I sent her a message just now.
I sent her a message too, but I don't know why she's not here. Now, this is for...
And she's online. She's online when I sent her the message.
Has she read your message? Because she told me she was coming in a minute. So... Okay, some people have questions before we continue. Let me read out, then they can ask. Mr. Harmony, can you hear us now? Mr. Solomon Oyesomi, he said he's a rep in Ibadan. So what will happen now? Ibadan is close to Lagos. You submit your name to Mr. Matthew, so that we need to coordinate centrally. Lagos will coordinate centrally to other states, please, so that everybody will get information. Lagos will coordinate centrally. We have 4 people right now in Lagos, so they will coordinate centrally. They will reach to other states. So, Mr. Emmanuel and Matthew, what you should do right now is to not only raise reps in Lagos State, but you're raising reps in other states. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so...
We'll harness that.
Okay. We have so many people.
Sister Mercy is complaining that she is in the room, that she's not hearing anybody and nobody is hearing her. I advise her to log out and log in again.
Yeah, her audio is bad.
Yeah, I advise her to log out and log in again.
Okay, somebody wants to know when the card will be ready. The cards, the first batch is ready, but I told Mr. Faruna to hold on to the cards until we complete this next batch. As we want Mr. Matthew and Mr. Manuel to collect the whole card at once. We don't want to collect 2 times. So the first batch of cards are ready. Now we're working on the second batch. The people that paid money to my account, that yesterday's payment I've sent to Mr. Faruna account. Now today's payment will be sent maybe tonight after my meeting or morning tomorrow, so that it will enable them to start compiling names for the next batch. If you have not paid for your card, please send your money to my account. Flourish and Victory. The account is in our room. Or you can pay directly to Mr. Faruna's account. It's the same thing. Then you send your name to us so that we can also monitor it. You know, but the reason why I want you to send to my account is so that we are sending it in batch. Like if you send it one after the other, you're giving the young man a much work to do. So but if you send it to my account, I'll just collect all. Then I'll send it to him. You don't send it one by one. All right. The cards will be ready before the launch. So, you collect your cards on the day of the launch. If you are not going for the launch, then you have to wait for Emmanuel to come back. That reminds me, if Emmanuel is representing you in Abuja, collect your card. Please just call him. Whatever you can send to him, you know, you send him so that he can support it. Remember, he is going, him and Matthew. Matthew, you'll be going, right? Hello,
Pardon?
Matthew. You'll be going for
Yes.
and Emmanuel, right?
Yeah, we'll be going.
Is Madam Messi going?
We don't know. We have not confirmed from her.
Okay, I'm sure both of you. I don't know if Chibes will be going. So I know both of you. Yeah. So our great leaders is just from your own. Do you have any means of supporting them? Support them so that they will go and represent, because they will stay in a hotel. They will get all the information across to them. And if you are also going, if you are here, you're also going to the launch, please make sure you take enough pictures, give us enough information. That they will rely on Mr. Matthew and Mr. Emmanuel for information. So the cards will be ready then. They will collect the cards from there. Hello, this is need to understand the work of the reps. Now, after forming the reps, right now we are trying to form the reps. The reps will have a lot of responsibilities. They will work with the central rep. Like now, Lagos is the central rep. In Imo State, we will have an Imo rep. Now, then we will have sub-reps from Imo State. These sub-reps will work with the Imo State rep. Then the Imo State rep will work with the central rep, which is Lagos. This is how we want to structure it, so that we can be able to monitor activities, you know, even when we are having a seminar. If we're having a seminar in Lagos, we know, everybody will know at once that we're having a seminar. We know what the seminar is all about, because we will be organizing seminars in different states, you know, to create awareness for TBC and the Faruna stores. So, the works of the reps will be, I will take my time and, you know, and do that. Right now, we want to raise the reps. So if you are interested in becoming a rep under Flourish team, please, after this meeting, you contact Mr. Manuel. Please, can you drop your WhatsApp on the chat room? Mr. Manuel and Mr. Matthew, Madam Mercy, you too. Drop your chats, your WhatsApp numbers on the chat room so that they can contact you after this meeting. For those that are interested in becoming reps in different states first. We are raising reps in different states first. you know, before they will be the ones to raise reps from their states. So what we are coordinating with state reps. Okay. Please, if you have any question, type it.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, I can hear
Somebody
you.
just sent a message from Port Novo in Benin Republic.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about.
Yeah, let me talk about that. You know, Pastor Godzaila is in Benin Republic. He's going to be paying in Bitcoin, but we don't know how much is Bitcoin yet. So he will be working directly with Lagos people, you know. So give him your number. He will contact you after the call. He has a team of people that he'll be working with. At least Benin Republic is just close to Nigeria. So I'm sure you can be able to come to Nigeria. You know how to arrange it. So please, yes, you work with him. Somebody is talking about the okay, concerning our cash flow. Yes, we have a cash flow meeting by I think 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So if you are interested in that cash flow, you can come for the meeting. It's still the same Zoom ID. I'm not going to talk about anything about that cash flow in this meeting. This meeting is strictly for Faruna. Okay? If you want to attend the cash flow meeting, you will join us by 7 p.m. Nigerian time.
That's today, Today.
Yeah, today. Yeah, today.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Harmony still cannot hear us. I don't know. But this video is being recorded. Though I don't know how to edit it, so I will just upload it as it is. Any mistake. Sorry about that. Somebody said I want to be okay. Benin as a Pastor Godila. Matthew, where do you stay in Lagos? Matthew, please send them your WhatsApp number. Then you can private chat them your address. Don't send your address here on the chat room. That's your WhatsApp number. Okay, Pastor Godila said our payment will come on Monday from Benin. Remember, we only have 7 days. So this next batch will end on the 7th. And 7th happened to be my birthday. So on the 7th of August, this payment will close. So if you don't pay before 7th, Mr. Faruna had to open this opportunity because of my team, especially. So you can take advantage of it now. Make sure you pay your money before 7th, because I am not ready to go and plead on your behalf for him to collect the money. I've done that 2 times. I won't do it again. So if you don't pay before 7th, sorry, you wait till December. Okay, now Emmanuel's WhatsApp is on the chat room. Mr. Matthew, I have not seen your. Please, if you have not seen their WhatsApp number, kindly indicate. The central rep will be in the states and raising sufferers. Yes, all the central reps, like in Port Harcourt, will have a central rep. Then Port Harcourt will raise Abonima, Bema, Emoha. You know, this is to let you know that I know Nigeria very well. So yeah, the central reps will raise sub reps. You know, we are in a big mission, and TBC, the mission of TBC is to eradicate poverty. So we have to take it into the inner cities. You know, we have to penetrate the inner cities. So the time to do that is now. We can use Faruna's strategy as our advertising focus. So you use the store right now to advertise. I'm telling you that even you as a rep, you'll be making a lot of cash flow for yourself, because everybody that is coming into the community must buy at least $100 worth of Pringles from you. You know how much that is worth. So that is the strategy we are using. We want everybody to start cashing out, making money. Very soon we'll have a training on how you're going to be training your people in different cities. You can just organize 10 people, train them, and sell Pringles to them. 10 of them will make you 1,000. Just like that, until you penetrate every nook and cranny of Nigeria. We must take the good news of TBC, good news. We take the good news of TBC to this inner city. Make sure everybody have at least $100 Pringles. Right now, you can sell 1 Pringle, you can sell 12 Pringles, you can sell 2 Pringles. So we're not limited to just one. Yeah, Mr. Matthew.
I think I want to re-emphasize the need for our second meeting coming up in a few hours from now, roughly in less than 1 hour, in less than 2 hours from now. That is 7 p.m. Nigeria time, the cash flow meeting. I would advise and suggest that, in fact, we come into that meeting hurriedly, so that you can get a space. The meeting can only accommodate about 100 persons, and that meeting is as important as money itself. I will advise my brother, my sister, all of us who are here, bring in all those people that are interested in anything called cash. Let them come and attend that meeting. Let them come once a day and attend that meeting. If they don't have a Zoom app in their phone, download it now. If their phone cannot download it, get close to somebody in your neighborhood who have such app in his phone, and make sure you participate in the meeting. My brother, my sister, it is an all-important, all-encompassing meeting. Let's be here by 7 p.m. Nigeria time.
It's because you cashed out last week. Yeah, now you can see how it's working. You are now excited about it. Okay, so we'll meet in the meeting. Somebody's asking.
Hello. Yes, this time they extended 6 o'clock. 7 we were 2.
I can't hear you, sir.
I said the time. He said 2 o'clock. Can't it be extended 8? Maybe it will be too close, so that we can prepare for it.
We'll see about that. We already fixed it with our team members. We have a different team members for that. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, somebody
Sorry, is the meeting 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock? Is the meeting 7 o'clock? Is the meeting 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock Nigerian time?
7 p.m. Nigerian time. That's the cash.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
7 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it's still the same venue. You will still use the same ID for this if you want to attend. Yes, this meeting is recorded. Somebody is asking. Digital Queen. Yeah. Ayodele Yakubu. Sorry, please. Is there a periodic threshold in buying from Faruna? Yeah, I heard that you can shop 4 items in a week, but everything will be unveiled during the launch. So we will expect all this information from Mr. Matthew and Mr. Emmanuel. Okay. And the second phase of the Faruna shopping, don't forget that we are going to be shopping, buying cars, lands, houses. I hope you are excited. I'm excited too. So let's get excited and let's try and support this young man. Pastor Bernard said, you promised to confirm we paid for our cards. No, we paid for. Yes, we promised. So Pastor Bernard, send your details to Mr. Emmanuel. Please, if you don't have his number, request for his number right now so that you can as well call it out. In case they've not seen your number, because I'm not sure everybody can.
I'm sending it as a message now. I'm sending us a message again so that they can all view it.
Okay. Chris is saying hello. Hello, Chris. Please, who is the central rep for Port Harcourt? Yeah, we have a lot of people in the state for Port Harcourt and other states. But right now, we are not choosing anyone. After their meeting with Matthew and Emmanuel, we will be able to tell you who is the central rep, you know, because they will be working as one. Emmanuel has sent his number 080-766-35996. Mr. Matthew, please, can you call your number?
My number is displayed. I have already sent my number.
Yeah, call it out in case they are not able to.
You have to send it again.
Okay, let me call my number. No, wait, let me call my number out. My number is 080-69-12-5779.
All right.
Again.
No, don't call again.
Again.
No, don't call again. It is recorded. Now, somebody is asking, can I have multiple cards? You see why? I know this person is in Nigeria. I don't want to mention your name. Digital Queen. Don't start to. No, you cannot. Remember, except you have multiple wallets. If you have multiple wallets, fine. But you know you need to send the email address of your wallet address. Okay? Because your card will be linked to your wallet address. So send the email address to your wallet address. So if you have multiple wallets, yes, fine. You pay for those cards with those names. I hope that answers your question. Do we have any other question? Because please, this is time for question and answer. Let's hear you now.
Hello, Mr. Flourish.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Chris.
Your name is?
Welcome.
Chris.
Okay, Chris, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I control a chat, a WhatsApp group of over 150 participants. All right, I'm in Lagos.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
And I sent an email to become the rep, and nobody responded to that.
Oh, sorry. Did you send to my email or to Emmanuel?
To the email provided, Emmanuel.
Yes. Yeah, we are going to compile all those things. Then we will now know the different reps. Then you will have a meeting with Emmanuel and Matthew and me, all the reps. Once we have accepted you as the reps, then we will know you one-on-one. You know, so we need to know exactly who is representing us in different states. So if you send your email, don't worry. We are compiling all those names. You will get them. Okay?
Okay. Another thing,
Yeah.
When I paid my own 2.5, I paid the state group under one pastor. Hello.
Yeah. You did what?
I hear you.
2.5 under Oshu State Group. Okay. And the person compiled the whole list of about 150 people and sent to Faruna. I don't know how you can confirm on the list.
Yes. Send your name to your details to Emmanuel. Just contact Emmanuel after this meeting. You know, I'm sure he has all the names of those that have sent their details for reps, for merchants, you know, all that. Now, for merchants, if you're here and you're a merchant of Faruna, please, you need to be attending Faruna merchant meeting. Okay? You need to attend Faruna merchants meeting. Make sure you attend that meeting. Coordinating of the states is different from the merchants. Okay? The thing is that we want to link the new members to our own merchants in different states. This is the reason why we want to know the merchants from Flourish team. So if you're a merchant in Faruna team, make sure you attend Faruna merchants meeting. Then you also let us know about you so that we will direct our members to you. That is the essence of wanting to know the merchants. I hope this is clear.
Okay.
Yeah, the state reps are different from merchants. The state reps, the reps are not paying any money. You know, in fact, it's a volunteer work. They are going to do great things. Now, the work of the reps will be stated in our next meeting. After we have confirmed all the reps, we will now state their various duties, what they will be doing, you know. Then they will add their own ideas. We only want to create awareness into the inner cities in all the states. So,
all right, thank you.
yeah.
Yes, madam, please, I have a question, please.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, can you be a merchant and at the same time becoming a rep?
Yes,
and but the merchants, are they going to Abuja or they still in their place? What I heard was, are they going to work in Abuja? I'm asking if you are going to work in Abuja or in your personal state.
They are not working for, this is not working for anybody, you know.
Okay.
You are a merchant for yourself under Faruna. And Faruna is going to be having meeting with all the merchants to teach you some things on how to make more money. So you anytime he's having the merchants meeting, I will have to inform all our team members because I want everybody in my team to benefit from his mining training on how to mine different coins. You know? So even me, I will attend that training, even Nigeria. Somebody said,
all right, thank you.
Okay, please, is Mr. Emmanuel based in Abuja? No, Emmanuel is in Lagos, and he will attend the launch. Will the launch take place in Lagos too? Because we want Lagos. I don't know. Right now, they are doing for Abuja. I'm sure he might do for Lagos too. But he didn't mention it. I don't know when. So right now, we have our own reps that will be representing us in Abuja. So this is time for questions.
Hello.
Yeah?
Emmanuel's contact.
Huh?
How can we get Emmanuel's contact? Email or phone number?
Emmanuel has put his email here. His phone
my phone number is there, and if you need my email, I can as well send it.
Okay.
Yeah, this video will be available. I think I'll have to post it as it is so that everybody can watch it again, you know, because his number is there.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question? We have 10 minutes to go.
Man, I have a question again, please.
Okay.
Please, about you talk much about Lagos and maybe Ibadan and Abuja. What about the rest of the state? How do we, spread out to those areas? Because in Port Harcourt, I live in Port Harcourt, and we don't have so much. We don't know so much of TBC. So
that's where we're coming. Once we complete our reps, once we have reps in different states, then we will not tell you the vision. Right now, our this meeting right now is to rate the reps in different states, and until we complete the 36 states, we need to complete for the 36 states. If we have up to 25 reps from different states, we will kick off.
Okay.
Then the remaining ones can keep coming just like that. Right?
So we can talk to people that want to volunteer.
Yeah.
They should send their information.
Yes, they should send their information. Yeah.
So 25 people from each
state. Yeah, each state.
The minimum.
Even no, it's not the minimum. We need reps from different states. Sorry, this call is very important. Sorry.
Yes,
Then I'll call you back. Thank you. Thank you, madam. Okay, so please, all of us here now can team up to get these reps from different states, please. Let's team up and get reps from different states. That's what we need to do right now. You know, let's see if we can accomplish this before the end of next week. Between now and the end of next week, we should have at least 25 reps in 25 states in Nigeria. That's what we need to do. Please, if you know anybody that is a TBC, you know, the person must be a TBC, not a new member. Yeah, the person must be a TBC before we now start talking about vision and how we are going to, you know, take up Nigeria. You know, because with Faruna projects, we are going to take Nigeria by force. You know,
Amen.
Yes, we're going to take Nigeria.
That's great.
Yeah, so we have 6 minutes. Do we have any question? Any other question?
I think we should end the meeting so I can prepare for the next meeting in about an hour.
Okay, so
Mr. Emmanuel, I'm talking about the time. That time is too short. Just 1 hour. We need to check on. Most of us, we are using phone. Our battery will go down. We can't charge 1 hour. This meeting is sitting up a battery.
Okay,
so
no
we need to charge.
Let's move it. Maybe I will tell my people we can move it till 8 p.m. Nigeria. Then I'll have to meet with South African team if they are ready. By that 7 Nigeria. So I will talk to the South African people.
In South Africa.
Yeah, we have South Africa to meet with. So maybe Nigerian team to meet 8 p.m. Nigeria. That would be 9 p.m. my time. It's fine. Mr. Matthew, is it fine by you?
Yeah, I'm okay by the timing.
Okay, so you need to stop. Now you need to let the room know so that they will know that we change the time, please. And make sure Mr. Jarrett is aware because he is the main trainer for that. Please, make sure Mr. Jarrett is aware.
I will inform him personally.
Okay, so
Madam, my guess is 9 p.m. in Holland. Same time with South Africa.
9 p.m. You in Holland?
Yes. No, for Jarrett. Jarrett
is in Netherlands. It's the same time for South Africa.
Okay, 9 p.m.
4 million. What's your work for giving me? What if you can be 3 million?
In absence of no other question, we want to say, you see, there's a slogan for Faruna team. Faruna team say, TBC power to the people, right? Now, the slogan is the same thing. Just that we need to add financial power to the people. So we'll end I have to unmute everybody. When I say TBC, you say financial power to the people. You know, our mouths, our tongues are powerful. So whatever we say comes to be. So you have to unmute yourself now so that we can shout it. TBC financial power. Make sure you unmute yourself. When we shout it, now
for the bank.
We'll now end this meeting. Please everybody unmute yourself. for this. Pastor Bernal, unmute yourself. Cletus, mute yourself. Mute yourself. Then mute yourself. Now let's go. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes. You're going up from video. Come back to video, everybody, please. Okay, let's go. Come back to video. All right, let's go. TBC.
Financial power to the people.
Power to the people.
Thank you, Papa. I want to say
Financial power to the people. Financial power to the people.
I want to say special thanks.
Power to the people.
Financial power to the people.
Yeah. We announce our next meeting. We will announce the transition.
Let's hear what you say, please.
Project. So with this, I will say bye.
Bye. Bye. 8 p.m. Bye.
7 p.m. Okay. Thank you.
Bye bye. Queen, bye.
Bye.